first game of the week this Saturday, coming at 4:30 Eastern Time. We are kicking it off with the Los Angeles Chargers going to the Houston Texans to play the Texans. Who you got in that game?
Man, after boiling it down and really looking at it, I have stuck with my pick, and I'm going with the Texans in this game. I think the Chargers are a pretty decent team. I mean, but Jim Harbaugh only has one recipe right now, which is run the ball. And once you pretty much stop that, I mean, it's just kind of over with. I know they signed Zeke here for the playoff run, trying to give that backfield a little bit more juice, but I think it's just kind of too late. The only thing that worries me about the Texans is just, the lack of wide receivers because, you're down two of your best receivers, but you still got to make things work. I believe in C.J. Stroud and his ability, and I like the Texans' defense. I think they can hold up against these Chargers.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you. And look, if the Chargers were just slightly healthier coming into this game,
I would pick them.
I'd probably go with the Chargers. However, I would also say if the Texans were slightly healthier, this would be a runaway blowout. The Texans are currently 3-point dogs in this game. Just slightly less than 30% of the public is believing in the Houston Texans. This is mind-blowing. I'm also with you on C.J. Stroud, and he's in the same category as Herbert. And I would guarantee you the numbers this season, you're calling it a sophomore slump for C.J. Stroud, and they probably look awfully similar to what you're getting out of old Justin Herbert.
Right, without a shadow of a doubt. And the only thing is about CJ, this is only, like you said, sophomore year. He has a lot more upside already. We've seen Herbert the last 4 or 5 years, and it's kind of just been steady level of. I don't want to say he's stagnant, but it's just steady level of play. Honestly, I mean, nothing to really hate on, but it's nothing really to bark about.
Yeah, and look, I know these Chargers teams are being hyped, but I think it's kind of wild that even on the road, look, and the Chargers are a road team, and there's no doubt about it. Like, there's no question in anybody's mind. Even when they're at home, it is a road game. So they're battle tested on the road, but I think this might be the early upset of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, only an upset because I don't know how you put the team at home as a dog, but yeah, it's got to be an upset then. It's the only way it's shaking out. But yeah, just looking at it from top to bottom, the Texans, in my opinion, they still have the advantage. Like I said, it's hard to believe they're 3-point dogs, but like I said, Vegas knows something maybe we don't, so we'll see.
Yeah, because I mean, my thing is with J.K. Dobbins being limited, he's very questionable. He's banged up. What's worked for them all season is kind of they're running out of steam. That's the unfortunate part of football is it's not always the best team. It's the best team at the end of the year. And I don't think you're going to see that out of the Chargers this season.
And you don't expect Harbaugh to really have he's not Andy Reid. He's not even he's not McVay. He's not none of them dudes who you think that was just our regular season our regular season playbook. Now let me dust off this bad boy playoff playbook. And something about Jim Harbaugh don't scream to me that he's ready for the offs, honestly, but we'll just have to see. I think D'Amico Ryans and them are far more equipped, having been there last year and kind of knowing where they're trying to go. I think they pick up the dub for sure.
But we do got to give the Chargers a shout out though, because at 11-6, a wild card team in a rebuild year, what more can you ask for out of these Chargers? Good representation from the AFC West. Finally, I appreciate it. Appreciate you showing up.
For sure.